guys, we're all together making a video.
Cheers!
Yeah! Hey everybody, welcome to a special video because I am here with all of my favorite booktube friends. So we are all in Chicago this weekend. We met up for the very first time, so we're all real life bookish friends now. And I'm gonna have them all introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jess, and my channel is Jess McGlynn.
And I'm Julie from A Girl in a Book.
And I'm Katie from Life Between Words.
So when we were talking about what videos we wanted to film together, we came across the, the Bookish Friends Tag. So we are going to answer these questions, and it was originally created by, I don't even remember. I'll leave a link down below to who originally created the video.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna jump into these questions. The first one is, how and when did you find each other's channels? I haven't really looked into these questions. Like, I haven't come up with answers or anything, so this is gonna be interesting.
I think to start, we all started our channels, at least the
Around
bookish
the same
content, around the same time. Yeah. But I found Julie first, randomly.
We found each other
on another person's channel.
Oh, it wasn't the BookTube newbie tag?
No.
You guys, because that's how I found you.
Yes, that's
Okay.
how Molly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We found each other on somebody was talking about the Hogwarts house they were sorted in.
Yeah, they don't have a channel anymore.
And I had posted that, oh, I'm the same, but she had gotten sorted into Ravenclaw, but she always thought she was going to be a Hufflepuff, and I was like, me too, I'm like a Ravenpuff. And then Katie was like, me too! And then that was
You guys became friends by discovering you're both Ravenpuffs?
Yes.
Well, that is adorable. That's really
and
cool.
then,
On someone else's channel. Who
Yeah.
doesn't exist
doesn't have a
anymore.
channel.
No.
Yeah.
And then I found Molly through the BookTube newbie tag.
Okay, yeah.
And then I think I found Jess.
I think Katie, you commented on one of my videos about Kate Morton,
Yes.
and I found you two from comments on
Oh, yeah.
The beauty of comments.
Just
Yeah.
commenting.
Yeah, like just commenting on each other's videos.
and just
Yeah.
clicking
Yeah.
through to see who it was that had left
Definitely.
the comment, and then watching some videos.
Well, you left a really funny comment on mine.
Of course I did.
Do you remember what you said?
Well, okay, when I met, you were the first one that I met because I started my channel like a week or a week and a half, 2 weeks after Katie started hers because I was looking through the bookish, or the BookTube newbie tag videos before, it was like before I even started a YouTube channel. I was just kind of browsing because I was planning to start a channel, so I was looking at all the questions and everything. Stumbled across Katie's and I was like, oh, I would be real life friends with her. Like, she's awesome. And so I think I left a comment something saying like, I want to be friends or something like that. So,
I think that's exactly what you
but we
said.
accomplished that. So.
And now we're friends in real life.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got the warm fuzzies. Okay, so does that, I mean, that kind of,
Yeah.
I think, oh wait, this needs to be said because I'm just going to pat myself on the back for this one. We started our Voxer group because I Twitter messaged all of you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
And I was
about
like,
starting a book club.
I was like, guys, let's read a book together. I like you all and we like each other, so let's do it.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh,
you're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome for
Molly.
this weekend. So the second question is, how and when did you meet? This is how it goes. Okay, we met in real life literally this weekend, and it's really fun because we're all in different parts of the world. Okay, the third question is, which section of the bookshop would you hang out in the longest, or the taste in genre you have most in common? So I don't know, I guess this is like us as a group.
whole. Okay.
I would say
General fiction.
Yeah.
yeah, would be our.
Do you feel like that's a cop-out answer though?
No, but because general fiction is in every single bookstore, and it's
That's true, that's like
Every-
an actual
But then-
section.
And also, I feel like that's the section that we have the most crossover in.
What about psychological thrillers though?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's the book that we read.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like a good whodunit book.
Yes,
I feel like
actually, yeah.
would
Okay.
be.
Yeah.
Fourth question is, which sections of the bookshop would you split up to browse, or the taste and genre you don't have in common? This is interesting.
One of the things that I think is really interesting about and I think one of the reasons why we became friends is that all of us are pretty eclectic readers.
Yeah.
So there's not really a genre that
we don't
we
read.
don't read. Any of us.
Yeah.
But I think out of everyone, I probably have the most differing of
Yes.
Yes.
genres that I go for. Typically because I like to read really scary
Yeah,
books,
you
like
like
dark.
Katie and I are like, we're scared.
So I tend to go for the darker books, and so that would be where we would split up.
Yeah.
Because I like
It literally
went
happened
straight to
today.
the horror section because I'm like, I want to find me some scary books.
Yeah, we were all hanging out at a bookstore, and Julie was like, "Peace." I'm
Please, I'm going to the horror section.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
split up.
I don't think you really would. And you even followed me to the mystery thriller section.
Yeah, and I mean, then we found our way there as well. Because I will generally go to every section and see what's there.
So the fifth question is name a book you've bought because of your bookish friend, and I guess this means because of this group, whether it's somebody in this group or this group as a whole.
That's a very, very long list.
I know.
For me, most of the books that I buy are because I watch you guys talk about them and rave about them.
Today at the bookstore, Katie actually made me buy Peace Like a River, which I've heard her talk about. So yeah, it is a long list, including today.
And I also bought that book because of Katie.
And I also handed it to Jess when she was at my house this week. I gave her my copy.
I didn't buy mine today. Like, I bought that book months and months ago.
Yes, I have done my due diligence and handed that book to everyone now.
Really what this means is that Katie is the pushiest. I'm just kidding.
Molly, you gave me a book today. In the bookshop today, the only 2 books I bought, Katie gave me one and you gave me the other.
Did I give you
the Liver Bray one you gave me?
Oh, yeah.
And what did I give you?
Wolf Hall.
Oh, that's right.
And I was looking for the Hood, the Lawhead book today, and I couldn't find it.
You know, well, and I bought Stephen Lawhead books because of you.
I buy books because of you guys all
I
the
know,
time.
all the
It's not
time.
even-
Yeah. This is a long list. I love it.
But I know
I
that
could keep going.
I can trust your opinion. What if you
Yeah.
say that something is good? Chances are I'm going to enjoy reading it.
Or we can say something's good and they'll be like, but maybe that wouldn't be for you because of this. Like
Yes.
today. Like today, I know that you don't like darker things, and so I can say,
That's a little
can
too
say that.
violent.
Yes.
Or like, you might like that, but it's going to be really dark.
yes, because
What
we
book
kind
was
of know
that?
each other's human acts by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you asked me about the dry, whether it was
Yeah.
worth buying or just
Yes, or get it from the
borrowing.
library. Yes.
I love this. I feel like these questions make me realize like how fun that is.
I
for
know.
our group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it was so fun to actually be in a physical bookshop together so that we could talk about the books we were picking up, that we've heard each other speak
Yeah, like
about.
I feel like we were looking for books for each other.
And you bought The Witching Hour because of me today.
Well, and I bought the Steve Martin book because of you, and I bought which we picked up together.
Yeah.
And actually, half the books in my pile I bought because they were handed to me.
A little peer pressure, a little pushiness.
But also, what's interesting about that is not all of them other people have read.
Number 6 is name a book you've both read and loved, and by both, all of us. That might be kind of tricky. Do we have one?
Well,
We've only read one
book
book
together.
That's true.
That's
And
hard
that
to
was-
believe. I See You by Claire
Yeah.
McIntosh.
Well, we've read another book together, but Jess and I were the only ones that finished.
Yep, because Deanna.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh yeah.
And that
you
was-
guys have read several
That's
books
Molly's
together.
favorite,
Yes.
Yeah, Katie and I have we've read all the Robin Hood books so far together.
And you love them.
And we've loved them.
I feel like we kind of read Six of Crows at the same time, but we weren't really talking about it.
But I
because
feel like
was
one of the
a
things
slow
that we
reader.
do is like, if we see that one another is reading a book that we want to read, we'll just be like, hey, let's
It's
just
very
read
casual.
it together.
It
and
is
we
very
can just,
casual.
and have someone to talk about it with while you're
But
reading it.
definitely I See You is probably one that we all
All read.
enjoyed together.
Yeah.
Together. But actually, Six of Crows is one that we all read at one time or another and really enjoyed. So
Enjoy
that's
it.
another.
That works too. Okay, number 7 is name a book you've both read and one of you hated and one of you loved it. So
that's
I guess.
Molo Kai, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Katie and I were the only 2 who finished it.
And
We
I,
both
Who
did it.
wrote that book?
Alan Brennan.
Brennett.
Okay.
Yeah, that book was not for me.
See, I feel like I didn't even hate it. It was due at the library, and yeah, I
didn't like it.
It was a slow book for me to get into,
Right,
and I probably, if I had been more patient with it, probably could have enjoyed it.
I just didn't enjoy the writing. I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it by any means, but it wasn't for me.
But I thought it was really
But
fascinating.
you both
Yeah,
really
yeah,
liked
see?
it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
The 8th and last question is name a book you want each other to read, aka recommend
Peace
a
Like
book.
a River is
Peace Like a River is obviously
the 3 of us have it.
Yeah, that's Katie's pick.
I'll reread it with them.
And then we all talked about reading the new Celestine book together. That's
Yeah.
right. Did you read
What's it called?
This was when you were in another section of the bookstore.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, let's do that one
The
thing.
author who wrote Everything I Never Told You, did you read that?
No.
You would really like it.
See, we're pushing it on you now.
I'm pushing it on you.
But anyway, she just read a new book, and Molly was gonna buy it brand new, and I was like, no, don't do that, because we had talked about
Doing a
sending
traveling
it-
book.
Sister
Sister
of the traveling book.
Yep. So
Where
we're
we
gonna-
all annotate it.
So I was like, well, I already have it. Why don't we use that as our traveling book?
I think that's
so
what we're
that's what
gonna
we're gonna do.
Yeah.
If you're up.
If you're up for that.
Yeah, are you up for
I
it?
think you'll really like. I think you'll really like the writing and Everything I Never Told You. It's so beautifully written. It's wonderful.
And 100% you need to read Crooked Kingdom.
I was just about to say, you guys definitely are telling me to finish, well, Crooked Kingdom and The Well of Ascension,
Ascension.
because I loved The Final Empire
Ascension.
and I loved Six of Crows.
And Well of Ascension
And, like,
is my favorite
crazy
book in the
person, I have
trilogy.
it.
And I think it's yours too.
Yeah.
We talked about today.
So, yeah.
read it.
Any other books? Read it. So I think that's all the questions for this tag. We're actually about to film another video, a Q&A type of video. So look out for that, and if you haven't discovered these wonderful ladies, check out all the links down below. Also, Jess is vlogging our trip right now in Chicago, so definitely check that out. I'll include that down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
It's timely. Okay, ready?
Order wine.
I'm Katie from Life Between Words. That's my channel name.
This is fun.
One time she goes, I'm kidding from my grandma.
Because
On
I'm like,
my face, the thing is.
I'm just gonna be giggling the whole time. I can't help it. I also feel like I'm all up on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not gonna say a word.
English. I think it's
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Tell us your address.
Oh, my shirt's coming off.
Okay, let's look at the next question. Okay.
Wait, I need to fit. I'm gonna look like I have no pants on.
It's okay. Actually, don't think your pants are.
Yeah, they will.
I'm over here like, ah! Like smelling wine.
Well, I didn't think
Okay.
it was.
Wait.
Okay, I'm doing this talk to the camera now. This is happening.
Do it.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.